What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bag Boys. It's been a while, it's been a minute. But yeah, today we're a bit busy in the garage. So I can't tell you exactly what we're going to do for the day, but I got my friend Imran here. If you've noticed the dent on call banner on the front of my car, this is my dents guy, my polish guy. And I'm just going to help him out with one of his seats. And then we're going to be switching over to Bertie. As you can see, Bertie's currently in the garage. And it's been this way for 2 weeks. So, which means, I don't know, some of you will remember, but I said I want to be driving this car for 2 weeks to work as proof that it's a good daily. You also notice the plates are different, my registration's up to date. So yeah, I've been tailing this car, it's been doing great. Unfortunately, Bertie doesn't have any brakes at the moment. I do have a slight brake leak. So I'm going to be getting into that this video. Yeah, enjoy the rest.
Piercing eyes, don't break my fall. An inferno starts forming inside. Every time I know you're here, I never felt so alive. Slowly you're pulling me across the line. In no time, in no time.
Okay, so my buddy's left now. His seat is fixed. Yes, so the reason why I'm wearing my cap so deep in my head is because I got a liquor fucking knock on the head. Pliers flew against my head. But anyway, so I fixed his seat. He's on his way. Right now, we're gonna get started on Bertie, the bakkie, right? So before we can get started with anything fun like modifications for the looks wise and whatever, we do have some mechanical things that needs to be taken care of. I've only serviced this bakkie once before, but I have it for just over a year now. I know it's way too long, but I've changed the plugs a few times. And there's some mechanical things that needs to be taken care of first on this thing. As you can see, there's brake fluid laying on the floor here. And I believe it to come from the brake fluid, the brake booster. So I'm going to take it apart now just to see if I can find the leak, and then we'll have to replace that part, because I never had proper brakes on this bakkie since I owned it. And I can guarantee you, if I replace that brake booster, then the brake cylinders at the back in the drums are going to start leaking as well, because once that pressure moves, anything else that's old is going to start going as well. But anyway, that's the first job. I'm going to do all the maintenance stuff, and then once that's done, we can get into cleaning the bay, polishing the bakkie and everything else to make it look pretty, because then we can at least use it and rest assured that it doesn't just look good, it drives good as well. So yeah, let's get into fixing up these brakes and then see what's the actual fault here today. Alright, so as you guys saw, I just got this brake booster out. So you can see from the marks at the bottom here, see where the marks is coming down, that's where the leak was. So I'm just going to take this apart and see what the condition of it is and if I can repair it without replacing it. So let's have a look. Hopefully it's a cheap fix and we can move to doing the rest of the stuff on the bakkie. Okay, we're just going to step out for a cool drink, but I thought, okay, wait, I'm going to ask Naima to drive, so this is going to be her first time trying to drive the car. So yeah, not too much pressure guys, please. She doesn't drive these kind of cars, so you mustn't show your toes on the camera.
Yeah,
No, people must pay for that. The people must pay.
You can't give that away for free, babes. The brakes feel a bit
Soft.
like it could be a bit more sensitive to the touch.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just spoiled with my brakes.
Yeah, might just be a little bit different. Because you only drive your car, remember? You only know one.
Ooh, these some have muscles on this.
Yeah, it's alright once you have it moving, man.
Where we going?
Going to the right. Need to throw petrol in also, so.
Okay, I'm wet.
Yarr. Easy now, tiger. Easy now. Yeah, it's a bit bouncy and whatever. In the car.
I'm gonna pop a wheelie now.
You're gonna pop a wheelie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not on the turn, on the straight.
I thought the minutes too soon to take my foot off the clutch.
Just do it smoother, man. Don't be so hasty with it, you know?
But it's so far out. Look how far out it is.
Yeah.
I think that is what's like throwing me completely.
Now you can put your foot flat.
I don't know, I just got the hang of the clutch.
Feel it out a little bit. Like, oh. Man, you might just be a bit smoother with the clutch. Huh? Yeah, it pulls to the one side.
Yeah, I think we just throwing
You see-
things last night when we had that today. Pulling to the right.
Yeah, because I'm pulling it back when I'm driving it, man. So I'm like fighting with the steering wheel. But yeah, it's good that you're driving it now because then you can also tell me like, okay, this is not normal, that's not normal, you know?
You know what? I think this is where that lip move comes in that you have to do.
Why?
Because you like doing this and you're trying to hold
Oh, the steering wheel?
and it's fucking
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
So you need to pull that power from somewhere.
So pull it from the
The
lips.
strength.
Pull some into one of the bays.
Yeah. Why? Wait, we're going to the shop. Okay.
I'm gonna throw in petrol, you can stop any side, tanks in the middle. You get it closed properly? Huh? Is it? Yeah, okay, I'll double check. It is and then it's not. Ah, it's not.
It's not there.
Yeah. Okay, you just put in, turn, and then you push flat like that. Azay, away, you too.
I know what I was mentioning the last time.
Which is?
This.
Yeah. Prime the pump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get it this time.
Much better, much better.
Okay,
I don't even know if I'm filming you, let me film this way. Give a little bit. Flat. Flat. you in second? Woo, woo, woo. Hey.
That was close.
You don't want to go down to the straight.
No!
Okay. Okay,
Today
go
was
down
just
here.
my in-house.
Okay, we're gonna do a long road again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys, so I know I said that I thought this was the issue here, but it actually is not, and I'll explain why. The seal goes on the front here, and then the master cylinder sits on here, right? And the seal is just holding vacuum inside of here, but there's no fluid inside of this. So it just holds the vacuum there, sealed to the master cylinder. When I had a closer look at the master cylinder, you can also see it's dry where it goes inside of the booster. Yeah. But anyway, I had a closer look to try and say, okay, where is the leak coming from? And then I discovered that there's actually a small hole at the bottom here. How do I explain this shit now? Okay, fuck that. So I noticed there's actually a small hole here, and it's not supposed to allow fluid to flow outwards, but it is. I tested it by closing off all these holes and then pushing this pin in, and I saw that fluid is coming out here. So it's actually the seals on the inside of this master cylinder that needs to be replaced. I'm going to check if I can buy a master cylinder repair kit to service the internal parts. If not, I'll have to pick up a new one, which I want to try and avoid. But anyway, let me try and explain. This is the inside of the brake master cylinder, and it's actually the rubbers on here that are worn or damaged. You can actually, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can actually see on this back rubber here, there's like a little residue on the, so that's the one that's leaking. So I drove myself mad today looking for a service kit for that. I ended up going to Ferro Brake in Epping, and they actually put a kit together for me of all the replacement seals and whatever. So I need to put that back together. I'll show you guys how it all goes back together, because unfortunately I didn't record taking it apart. Also picked up some other spares as well, so we're just going to do a service on Bertie. I also got valve stem seals, so we're going to do my first valve stem job. For now though, I need to put together the master cylinder again, get everything back together, and then install it back onto the car. So let's get into that process. Alright, so let's get this party started. So I got all the internal components of the brake master cylinder. There's all my old rubbers and my new rubbers laying here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this back together. I didn't film taking it apart, and I'll be honest, it's because I struggled a little bit as it was my first time, and so yeah, I was just focused on getting it apart properly. But I'll show you how to put it back together. It's basically the reverse of taking it apart, obviously. So yeah, let me put you guys on a tripod, and then you can check out how I put this all back together. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean off everything as I go, and then you have to be very careful with these rubbers not to damage them when you install them again, especially when sliding it back in here. So make sure it's nice and clean. I should have picked up brake parts cleaner, but I don't have any, and so yeah, we're just gonna do it as is.
Marches on, never ending. Time keeps its own time. Here we stand at beginning, and in goes passing us by. And I can't dream for us all. I hope I'm in a better state.
As you guys saw, now there was a little bit of learning involved there, but yeah, I got it together, even though I had to take it a little bit apart first. and I struggled a bit, but yeah, it's all together now, so hopefully that solves my leak. So now I need to go ahead and assemble it again inside the base. So put it back. I'm gonna actually go ahead and put the booster in first because I think it might be easier, and then fit this afterwards. So yeah, let's get on that mission quickly and get the brakes back in this bakkie, because then we're gonna need to bleed it as well now.
Finally, I meet you. You don't know what I've been through. Waiting and wondering about you. I had a dream my trip would end up at you. And now I know paradise. So tell me, how do you do? Finally, I meet you.
So in the interest of having giving you guys content that is uncut, I'm going to tell you now that I need to take this thing off again because it's leaking in the same place through the non-return valve. So I must have done something wrong. So I need to take all the lines off again, get the fluid off it again, out it again, and take it off, and then recheck the seals again. So yeah. Alright, I finally figured it out. So after taking it apart like 3 times, I took a closer look at the seals on the inside, and I noticed that one of the seals I actually had fitted on backwards. So yeah, it was a mess up on my part, and I guess a lesson for whoever else wants to do this. Take note of the directions these rubbers are facing. They are tapered, so yeah. But now it seems that the leak is gone. So what I did was I just put a screw in each of the holes where the lines would go, and then I filled it up with fluid again. As you can see, there is fluid in at the moment, and there's nothing dripping. So yeah, and it's quite hard as well. So it's ready to go back in. I must just throw the fluid out and then install it in the bakkie again, and then we should be good. Fingers crossed this time. Alright, so as you can see, I just put a piece of newspaper underneath brake master cylinder. I just wanted to double check to make sure that it's not actually leaking, but it doesn't seem like it is. It's been quite a while now. So I actually want to start disassembling to do the valve stem seals on the engine. So yeah, let's get into that. That's the next job. So step 1 is obviously remove the plug, right? Okay. Just gonna give you guys a step by step quickly. Step 2, put a long screwdriver on the piston. So now what you want to do is you want to try and make the catch the piston in an upward stroke. See now, this piston is almost at the top already, so I'll just go down slightly with it, and then you shove the rope in. So the piston's about halfway in, and it's on an upward stroke, so it's gonna come up now. Right, so now we put our rope in. Okay, so now you want to continue to turn the piston over up until you feel that the rope presses against the top of the valve, so the engine won't do a full cycle, because obviously now the rope is in there and it's hitting against the valve, so the engine can't turn any further. There I can feel. So I know now my ropes is hitting against the top of the valves. Now you take a little jig. So if you have a valve spring compressor, then that's the tool you would use. It would be much easier than what I did. But yeah, I just made this because this is what I have, and I can't go to the space right now, and I want to do it tonight. So yeah, kind of ghetto, but it works. So you see the wood block is over there, the spanner is under, and I've got a little spacer here. Oh shit. Right, and when I tighten these bolts down, it pushes the valve, the spring on the side down. So you can just come around.
On that side there.
Watch the spring when I tighten it. See there? The spring went down, but the valve stayed up. That's what you're trying to do. So you push the spring down, valve stays up, and then I'll show you, you have to remove those little retainers. So now you just take a small screwdriver and you pull these little retainers out here. Be very careful not to drop this into the engine. I'm very clumsy, not clumsy but rough, so yeah, I try my best. If this falls into your engine, you're done working for the night, and yeah, you have to take your engine apart basically. Okay, that's one, that's two. Right, so now we take our nuts out here again. See how the spring's coming up? Now we got our spring out. Okay, and our valve is still up, so that's the point of the rope, so this stays up. We just need to unseat this valve stem steel. Pull him off, stem steel, power stem steel. Pull him off, and then grab a new one. Put him on there. Right. So this cap will actually knock against here to press it further down once the engine is running. So we just put our spring back on again. So this can be quite tricky. This is like my 1, 2, 3, 5th one that I'm doing now. So it can get quite tricky. It wasn't so smooth the first few times I did it. But yeah, you must just be patient and be careful. That's all. So I get my spanner through here, little spacer. Right. And now I must push the spring down again. Okay, see that's in there now. Now you take those nuts out again. And see, that holds the spring in there. Here we go. And that's a valve stem seal replacement. Yo, I'm in my chops now. After that last clip, my friend phoned me. His girlfriend's stuck on one of the roads, needs a spare wheel. So I took this wheel off and flew through there quickly to go help him, and then came back. So now I just got to finish it too. But here's a few clips of the drive, because we were obviously in a hurry to go and help her. So yeah, enjoy.